Hello everybody, my name is Mathis, and welcome back to some more Plague Inc. I just wanted to play more, and you guys seem to like it a lot, so that's my excuse for playing more. Other games are coming, don't worry, and I will probably be recording more other games tomorrow, likely. Look, I've been busy, okay? But with Halloween right around the corner, I saw one highly rated custom scenario called A Demon Awakens. I have not played this scenario once yet. Bowsette I tinkered with a little bit, but the demon one I have not. So we're gonna go ahead and do what we always do, which is just take our typical layout right now, because I don't think there's anything else I need or want to grab. Everything I have is unlocked. Ooh, we got this. Your plague can mutate transmissions, easier to cure. Nah, we'll keep that. APP boost, or get more DNA from popping orange bubbles. Get bonus DNA at the beginning. I think we'll go for an early boost. I like the ATP boost. It might not be the best option, especially with other stuff later, but for now it's great. I will play on brutal as we always do. Ooh, a demon. This is all about a demon awaking within our world. A demon. Dean, you're a demon. We all know that. How will you bring humanity to its end? Fear, pain, or hatred? Each path has its own way of eliminating human life. Which one suits your demon? Oh, nice. The demon will soon awaken in its first host. Having only minor control initially, it needs to feed on the host's emotions to gain more power. It will also link telepathically to other hosts to spread. Humanity will defend itself. Religious powers have the means of stopping the demon. So, you know, instead of science and stuff saving it, it's religion. You know, the most demons right now, you know, living in America. Let's go ahead and infect our first human over in the USA. We very rarely start in a first world country, usually because it's very dangerous to do so. But we open up with 9 points of the demon. And what do we want to pick? Ooh, what's all this? This is our transmission symptoms and abilities. So let's start over here and take a look at transmissions. 1, allows the demon to link to 3 humans simultaneously. Useful in populated urban areas. Actually might be great for the USA. Allows the demon to temporarily control the host, allowing it to move outside of the immediate area. Might be a good thing. I'm not quite sure how that'll be useful. And then Shrewd Gaze. This is called what? Possession? Shrewd Gaze increases the range at which the demon can link to 10 feet, barring the need to be in conversational distance. Useful in widespread rural areas. Also possibly useful in the USA. Symptoms. Host is subject to the influence of the demon. All right, doesn't seem to do much else other than unlock the tree. And then over here, the demon alters the host's memory to hide details about it. Makes it harder to study the demon. That could be great later. So why don't we go ahead and pop this one, demonic influence, right out the gate and see what this unlocks. We'll go through that in a minute. I also like the idea of, letting the demon take control of the host, like Dean was trying to take control of my channel at some point. We'll grab that, and we also have at level 2. Dean was trying to take control of my channel.
Hello everybody, my name is Mathis, and welcome back to some more Minecraft. In the last episode, we got killed by a demon, if you know what I'm saying. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Dean, show the video. Thanks, Dean. That's why I pay you. What we're going to do today is we are going to slaughter these chickens for no reason. Let's just cut this down. Okay, now we're just going to kill these chickens. You fucking...
Dean was trying to do. But why don't we also go ahead and let it link up to a few other humans as well. So let's see what we unlocked over here. Oh, we actually got a new ability over here immediately. The demon can now study general behaviors and mannerisms of the host to more effectively blend in during possession. That could be awesome. All right, what do we got over here? Fear. The demon can trigger events that cause fear within hosts as well as enhance fearful reactions. Pain. The demon can induce physical pain or emotional pain. And hatred. The demon can influence the host's emotions, trending towards angry and hateful emotions. I like, it sounds, angry might be a lot of fun. Corruption. Rejection of religious practice have left the souls of humanity vulnerable to corruption. A demon will be able to link to humans with ease. I don't know if that's random or happens every time, but that sounds great because we picked it up really early. We've already got, the number is already rising rapidly. Now, I don't think it matters about weather, so hopefully it just means we can eventually get over to Iceland and all that stuff normally and naturally. So let's still worry about doing some transition. Or infectivity. So let's go ahead and grab multiplicative focus. Allows urban linking to be more effective. which I think is going to be valuable. This will lower severity when we eventually reach that point, but let's go ahead and go down the hatred tree this time around anyway. Causes the host to constantly think about what makes them angry. Sounds like most of the internet. All right, more DNA. I'm curious when we're gonna spread beyond the country that we started in, but I'm glad we picked the USA. It seems like one of those unique scenarios where picking the USA is not necessarily a bad call. Wow, we have 36 points already. So that's gonna immediately bump up severity. Let's not quite worry about that yet. Let's go and enhance our possession. Interesting. So we now increase the time and power of the demon's possession, increases effectiveness of land travel. Hosts can now enter hotter and cooler areas. Hosts can now be suggested to travel long distance by sea and by air. Well, why don't we grab both of these? We want both water, sea and air transmission to be happening either way. So that's not a bad pickup. The faster we can spread, the better off we're gonna be. There's Canada, which is great. Again, weather doesn't matter. At least I don't think it matters. If it did, that would be kind of strange. And there we go. We're starting to spread across the world. Yes, this is what I want to see. Look at America, man. Hatred was the way to go for them, I'll tell you what. So that's gonna bump our severity a bit. I'm a little nervous to do it, but I do wanna go down anger. Let's go ahead and immediately pump 7 points into this to make it harder to study the demon when that time comes. And America is all but fully infected by the demon. There we go. Damn, man. That shit spread fast. I can't keep up. Good God. I guess when you remove the weather conditions and just let the disease travel, it's just purely beneficial. We're gonna take a look at our spread here in a little bit. I'm mostly worried, as always, about getting over here. We have not touched Greenland or Iceland yet, but that should hopefully happen in time. Let's just keep banking points. Though we may want to spread via water a little bit more. What's level 3 gonna do? Increases the time of and power of possession. Increases effectiveness of land travel and effective in colder and warmer. Oh, there is weather. Weird. Well, that'll take care of our cold weather problem, hopefully then. And we'll hopefully just hit everything else, okay? There's one of the two countries I'm mostly concerned about. Colder and warmer areas are immediately getting spread amongst. We have no severity, so the demon mostly lays low. I imagine when the demon ends up taking over one of our particular hosts, they just kind of act like them. They don't really do too much. Fight on a heart its weakness, or the demon siphons power from sins of its host, bolstering its power. This reverses progress made in exorcisms. Could be good. We definitely want to go down this way. Host finds themselves in a long-lasting state of anger. Host may act in a hostile manner towards others, increasing the chances of others being linked. Well, here's the thing, right? We want to grab it, but we don't necessarily have the power to do it. Because we'd grab this for 11 points, and that would be all of our points. But now we have to sit here and let the severity rise. So if we grab it like so, we have 9 points. What we want to do is bring the severity down immediately. I'd like more, but we need 12 points. If we can knock out 12 points before it's detected, there it is. Normal checkup, a doctor in the Baltic states found a new disease which has been named DEANMON. It appears to be mostly harmless, but must be investigated further. That's a problem. I want to bump down that severity all the way if possible. So it's gone now. The humans have discovered demon. Religious powers are now working on a means of removing the demon. An exorcism is the only option, but the multiple hosts of the demon make it difficult to find the roots of its attack. Study will take time. So I assume that's what this is going to be. This is going to be the cure is going to be basically replaced with the religious studying, but we need to get into Greenland, man. That's a big need. There we go. I think we just nabbed it. We sent somebody who was possessed over there. It worked out fantastically, and we are spreading like wild. Okay, what else do we want to worry about? Here, let's do shrewd gaze so we can spread easier, and then we want to start looking at real problem pickups, stuff that's going to cause a lot of violence and death, but also possibly increase our severity enough where they're really going to push towards it, and the whole world will focus on a cure, which is something we don't want right now. Induces evil thoughts into the host, making them desire the misfortune of others. Hosts will engage in hostile activities, increasing chances of linking with others. So basically, the plan is the demon is going to make humanity fight itself and kill each other. That's what the demon wants, and that's what the demon is going to get. Yep, look at that. Greenland immediately got a big boost from taking the shrewd gaze ability. The cure is slowly but surely working its way, and the whole world is now infected. They are all within its grasp. That's great. Let's get 4 of our points back and let's start looking at this. So what gives us the most lethality? Adrenaline rage. The demon imbues energy into the host, giving them added strength and endurance. We'll go ahead and grab that for now. I kind of want to bump up its lethality one more time, but let's grab that. We don't need to worry about that anymore. The whole world is infected, so we can kind of bounce back a little bit. So we'll grab that as well. Induces evil thoughts. And then the host now feeling an unending need to commit murder. That's the next big step. So now, are people going to start dying, is the question. Demon has used humanity's malice to instigate tension between countries. A match in a dry forest. Damn. We are clearly hitting a government. We're everywhere. We have every person in the world. So the demon has started to pit humans against each other in never-ending war. And holy goddamn shit, oh my god, we're murdering people so fast. We just used the government to instigate war and it just fucking fell apart. The world is collapsing. The research has started for the cure, which is a kind of a problem. And the exorcism is beginning to take shape. A demon must not allow humanity to destroy it. Now that's a good question. What do we do now? Do we try and reverse the progress? Or do we do something else and go more violent? I don't know. I want to refund a bit if possible. We need 24 points for this. And 20 points for that. Are we not gonna have enough DNA? I mean, the world is falling apart faster than but the research is just so fast right now. And okay, there's 21 points. I think we rush the world to its own doom. Yeah, I know the demon's running out of time, fam, but we don't have a lot of DNA points, and that's the problem. I may need to just let the world fall apart. Let's try it. Let's get aggressive. We could always give another try. It's been a short video so far. So let's go ahead and do this. The demon infuses the host with dark energy, transforming the host into a ghoul. They will attack other ghouls and will die if they can't find others to kill. So that's the next step, huh? Or we go malicious cunning. Host will carry out murders more efficiently, increasing lethality. Well, we just bumped the lethality. War has broken out within and between the world's countries. Humanity is destroying itself. Well, with humanity destroying itself, hopefully it's too late. Hopefully the world plunges into chaos before they can do anything about it. But we may want to invest in stopping the exorcism as fast as we possibly can. And we may want to keep bumping that up. Yeah, let's do it again. Bump back the exorcism even further. The cure is slowing down as the world is exploding. Yeah, nukes have gone off and everything. It's over. They can't do anything. We won. Well, that was fast. Good God. That was incredibly quick. Well, I want to turn everybody to ghouls, but the world is going to die before I have to worry about it. So there goes the Earth. Do we want to do a second run? Demon has had its genome fully sequenced. I don't think it fucking matters, my dude. I think it's a little bit on the overside here. Everybody's more lethal. Just kill them all. We're killing 1 million a second here. Humans are still animals. They will fight each other in an endless quest for power. Watch as they rip each other apart for useless trinkets and finite fame. Their bloodlust for their own only ends in their demise. That was fast. I kind of want to try a Mega Brutal run. Yeah, let's go ahead and retry. Let's back out to the main menu. I'll reset it up on Mega Brutal and we'll give it another go. Maybe trying Fear this time. Okay, here's Mega Brutal. Let's do it. DEANMON, you served me well the first time. Don't fail me the second time. Where do we want to start? Do we want to start in the USA? I don't know if I want to start in the USA this time, even though it was quite nice. Why don't we start in the UK? Okay, here we go. We have 1 DNA point. I did switch up one of the things. Instead of getting bonus DNA at the beginning, orange bubbles will give us just extra DNA. I think it's a longer lasting and more long-term option for us here. So the UK is just gonna get infected over time. We're gonna pop this. There we go. That gave us 7, which was fantastic. We have enough now to just start playing with some fire here. So we want that, and we obviously want this, Fear. We're gonna go down the Fear route. And then we want Transmission a little bit to start Possession off for us. 22 points, definitely want number 2. We definitely want this as well. Now let's take a look at the Fear options. Whispers. Host hears whispers coming from nowhere. Can be distracting, therefore hindering study. Or, the demon siphons power from the fear of the host, allowing it to evolve more efficiently, though unpredictably. Increases mutation chance slightly. That could be good because we can just refund it. but it does nothing else, which may not be something I want to do. So actually, you know what? Let's grab level 1 of Shrewd Gaze. And obviously we need to tap into its abilities here soon, but just early infectivity and easy ability to spread is the way I want to go, early on at the very least. So let's go into abilities. We'll grab the usual, Altered Memory, making it harder to find a weakness. Obviously we'll dump into that a bit. All right, now let's start worrying about getting it across the water. It's already flying around on its own. We're in Japan without having to worry about upgrading air travel or any of that nonsense. The USA has finally been touched. Oh, they found Dean? The DEANMON? I have no severity, so that worries me a little bit. I was kind of hoping that wasn't going to be the case, that they were going to find it that quickly. We may want to let it evolve on its own a bit. Let's see, that's 7, that's 6. So actually, let's get Whispers. And then remove the severity from Whispers, allowing us to go the route that's going to matter most, where their productivity with Whispers is going to go down, but there's nothing on, they fucking found it. That's really unfortunate. Okay, well, I'm surprised they found it with no severity. Charities are holding a Demon Awareness Day. I love the idea of somebody holding a charity event in honor of being aware of demon possession in the world, though I bet that happens nowadays. Just a little low key. Who knows? Maybe I'm possessed by a demon. Well, he is my editor. Okay, what does this do? Hosts are startled by sudden images induced by the demon. Diverts attention, slowing study. That could be great for what we need. But I need to spread faster. I really, really, really do. So let's just keep bumping up our infectivity for now. We're not spreading as fast as we were in the first go. But then again, we are playing on Mega Brutal. That could be the reason that they discovered the DEANMON so early. I am playing on Mega Brutal. I just need to keep spreading. I'm not spreading nearly fast enough. As I say that, 4 countries pop. But if we look at the world, I mean, we are missing a good chunk of the world, and the cure is already underway, which is not a good thing for us. So let's go ahead and grab Supreme Possession, and I think we're going to start working our way towards the fear thing, where we are now suddenly causing them to slow their study down drastically. Hosts see lingering hallucinations that frighten them. Diverts most attention, slowing study, and the demon can directly influence the host's dreams, allowing it to affect sleep patterns, slow study. It jacks up that stuff. We might also want increased infectivity chance as well. Oh, there it is. I mean, a mutation chance. I think a higher mutation chance is going to be good. Get us some free mutations while the world is trying to figure out what's causing it. Saudi Arabia has started to send research teams around the world. Has mutated and developed the hatred symptom. That we're going to get rid of, I think. We don't need hatred, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and devolve hatred because we don't want it. But I think we should save it for the last bit of making it hard to study this thing's points. Okay, that should be enough. Okay. Damon is now mutated and developed the night terror symptom without using DNA. That's good. So night terrors I don't have to think about. It's already there. The severity, again, for it doesn't matter. We need as many things slowing down the research as possible on Mega Brutal, because even with all those buffs, look at how fast it still ticks up. That's quite a bit. The world looks like a mess. More hatred, which I do not need, but it means free points for us. We might want to slow down their progress as well, but we really need to start getting into the lethality of the disease. Without the lethality, it's not going to do much for us other than just keep spreading. You know what? Let's get it to mutate on its own. Okay, we actually got Phantom. We don't have to worry about that anymore. We just don't have enough points quite yet. It's only not even a quarter of the way done, but it's pretty much getting there. More mutation chance is going to be valuable. Has mutated the pain symptom. We do not want pain. I want it to just focus on one direction. You know what I'm saying? The hatred. All right, fuck it. Let it go. Let it develop its own symptoms in its own way. It still feels like it's spreading very slowly. And I don't even think we didn't even get into Greenland. That might be a loss right there. We got Gluttony of Terror, but we actually didn't get into, I was not paying attention. We didn't get into Greenland. And we were actually doing pretty okay there. Let's see if it can get there on its own. I really wish we had gotten to Greenland. I'm kind of upset that it did it on its own. Altered reality, which is great. Changing the layout and appearance of its location. It's not lethal at all. So I guess lethality is not something that actually can kill the world. We can just fuck the world in a weird way. I don't understand how fear kills the world. We may have to restart. All right, you know what? Let's get a quick restart here. Okay. Abilities, immediately grab this. And I kind of want to grab that, but we're not ready for it yet. Possession, up to 3 humans. Do what we kind of been doing. More DNA, more DNA. I really need this thing to spread across the world faster. So let's focus on getting this thing out there. I might have spread myself too thin too early. I should probably focus a little harder on Mega Brutal here. So the weather is not going to matter. The only thing that's going to matter is just distance and a little bit of luck. Okay, there's some good stuff. And we'll go water level 2. That's what I want to see, man. The DEANMON is spreading. I just need to hit the countries that are islands. Or just separated, the lone ones where there's only like an entrance. Oh my god. Here, we'll go all the way. Whoa! Hosts will now travel wherever the demon wills them to. Oh shit! I did not realize that was an opportunity. I mean, I don't know if it matters because the whole world might get infected anyway. It might be a bit stupid to spend. But it might mean that ports closing are not the end of the world, and I did not realize that that was a thing that could even exist. And there's that. I don't even think I need to worry about it. I think the whole world is mostly infected. Madagascar, a little bit of a worry. They've just discovered that it exists, but there's Madagascar, and here we go. Okay, I don't need to worry about that right now. Our spreading is happening alone and by itself. I really want their severity to go down, but I need to go down that route too. Here, slow the study down, and let's keep the making it difficult thing up. I mean, it's spread pretty much everywhere. Morocco finally has it. That should cover the world. I don't think we have any missing areas. I think we're mostly good. So it's gonna be time for us to just start racking up things. Canada's doing research. I'm actually gonna dump some points into the mutation. I think that's gonna be very, very necessary. We just need more DNA to be popping. The research is actually happening quickly. I just need to feed into some mutations. Night Terror is on its own. That's immediate, and that's good. And it developed Hatred on its own as well. Developed Phantoms on its own. Okay, it's having a good time. And you know what? More power to it, man. 47 points or 37 points on that. That went down a tick before it went up back a tick. Yeah, I know. Hateful Brooding. So that's what makes them angry. We might be going down the same route before where it just does its own thing and it just destroys the world by its own. The pain symptom, which is, I guess, fine. It's still, the cure is so fast. It's the slow studying if we grab headache. But might not be worth it. We don't need these because everything is doing its own. We'll take some of it back. I think we're gonna take this back as well. I need 38 DNA points. Well, there's 38. Just hope it evolves on its own fast. Gluttony of Terror symptom, which gives us it evolved its own last evolved mutation. That's good, I guess. Nobody's dead from this thing yet, though. I wonder if fear is like the hardest. There's pain again. It evolved so fast when we first took the level 1, and then it did nothing else. Headache symptom, which does not much. Slow studying again. So the world is gonna be slowly increasing, but that bar is still traveling rather quickly, I must admit. And maybe a little too fast. Altered reality symptom, which is gonna slow studying some more. The demon forms small rock-like masses within the joints of the host. Moving will be painful. That might be worth it. Or we can do sensitive, which this is the pain tree. Slow study slightly due to the host being less receptive. Negative events. I still need to slow the studying down. So let's grab it. Painful nostalgia might be next. Yeah, it slowed the study. It backtracked it, but I don't think it slowed it. The effects of night terrors on a sensitive host will throw them into a state of dysfunction. This will cause them to be less productive, lowering the chance of exorcisms being completed. Well, that's good. Oh, it's actually going down. Oh my God, it's going all the way down on its own. Oh, Jesus. That's great. And it's mutated that developed the hell symptom? Hell. Altered reality is amplified, lasting longer and completely changing the location to a manifestation of the host's fears. Greatly reverses exorcism progress. Followed by mindless terror. The effects of altered reality are now permanent and amplified from hell. This eventually breaks the host's sanity, so nothing can be done to stop the demon. Still not lethal, though. We are not lethal. It's just gonna be a waiting game. The mutation in Fear is purely a waiting game where it does it on its own. We basically break humanity's will to the point of them being utterly and completely useless. I never named it Demon, oops. Well, Eratus, I guess. It doesn't matter, it's all going back. It's all going backwards. Backwards progress, baby. Here, let's grab this and start working up. There's lethality. Thick mass forms within the host's veins, cutting off circulation can be fatal depending on how which vein is clotted. So a little bit of a risk, or a bit of a gamble as to whether they're gonna die or not, but still. Hot temper without using DNA points. That is going to be this, which is gonna work its way into the death. So Fear isn't a lethal one. Whispers in the mind of an angered host can instigate violence more frequently. This will increase severity and chances to link. Oh, we can combo up different trees. I mean, that makes sense. I just don't think I think the only way to combo is by going down the Fear tree and then let the mutation process kind of do its own thing. Still really neat though. This is a fun little custom scenario, honestly. Props to the developer of it. I wonder how old it is. Probably pretty old. Still need like a few more points here, but their cure is basically dead on arrival. So let's go ahead and grab Clot, followed by Suffocate. The demon fills the lungs with tar, restricting air capacity and potentially fatal. People should start dying now though. Yep, that by the thousands apparently. Not gonna complain. Between dying by demon, dying by Brian, or dying by Bowsette, how would you wanna die? Mindless terror, which is here. Which might mean they literally can do nothing any longer. All humans are now in a state of mindless terror. Their end will be slow as they live the rest of their lives in fear until they live no more. Oh, that's how you win. We literally broke them by terror. So you don't kill them, they just cease to do anything and are just scared of the world. This game is just weird. Why did I not? I'm so mad that I jumped into this game so heavily, like, years later. Like, I'd beaten all of like the normal stuff, but I never did really any custom scenarios. Yes, 100% worth it. I wish I'd done custom scenarios more. Maybe I'll do this as a we'll do the pain one next. All right, a 3-in-1. Let's do the last tree. I feel like I'd be doing you a disservice. Pain. So many places to choose from where I want to start with pain. It's painful being the neighbor of America right now. Canada, you're my choice. Let's go. Speed it up. Let's see how this goes. Though I'm sure, Dean, you could do some quick cuts out of the early stages of the game that we've now seen. Though I am a little nervous with pain because I'm not sure how this is gonna work without getting completely shut down once they realize that the disease exists. Water for sure. This game is great because if you think about it, we're really kind of just doing the same thing over and over again. It's all in your mind. It's all in the imagination. Water 2, definitely, and then maybe we'll snag a Supreme Possession if we don't hit the areas I'm looking to hit early on rather. This one's spreading a little slower than I'd like, that's for sure. Honestly, going up the Fear route for the free mutation is very, very tempting. I might want to invest very early on the mutation tree. I'm not kidding, man. It's actually incredibly valuable. If we just go over here and start dipping into the free mutation tree. Here, let's go ahead and dip into it now, and then if we don't like it, we can get rid of it. Whatever the mutation is, if we need to. But the world is slowly becoming infected with the demon. Mutate and develop the hatred symptom. I don't think the hatred symptom is gonna bump up our severity. It does not. We can leave the hatred symptom for now. Let's go with this, and then we might want to snag the full-on 25-point go anywhere, do anything kind of thing, if that's what we feel like we need to do. But we might not need to do that. It never seems like we need to. Luckily, they haven't discovered the disease quite yet. All right, we want to go up the pain tree, and there's our first one that's gonna cause some severity. So let's see if we can, let's see if we can spread where we need to spread first. The headache symptom. Well, if they're gonna do the headache symptom, we can start causing them pain, slow some study down as well, and we can actually make it harder to find its weaknesses. But now shit's gonna pop off. They're gonna start, they're gonna notice it, like I said, very quickly, and the infection has to, they're gonna have to start looking for a cure very, very quickly. Have we hit every country in the world? All but Madagascar, is it? Morocco? Sorry, not Madagascar. Madagascar's over here. The clot symptom. So they're gonna start dying. Let's go ahead and slow down the study again, as they work on a world exorcism to try and stop us. So that's it. Morocco's infected, so everything else is just gonna take time. Whisper symptom, which is fine, because it's gonna hinder more study, which is good. Okay, they're sending some research teams back and forth a little bit. Okay, we're about a quarter of the way through the research tree. We're not mutating too fast here, and that's a little worrisome. Suffocate symptom, that's what I wanted to see. So that's gonna be good. And then impalement. The demon forms spears within organs and slowly punctures them from within. The process slow, but eventually ends in organ failure and death. Holy fucking goddamn, dude. That's awful. I mean, that's the point, but still. Morocco, hurry up, man. I need you to be infected. Oh, that's the impalement symptom. Oh. That's gonna do it. The potential cure is 100%. What are we missing? Oh shit, we're missing somewhere. Somewhere's not fully infected. Oh, it's over here. China. Oh, they're like fighting it back. Here, we're gonna have to take this one right here. And we'll even try and just spread faster than they can do anything. Slow study significantly, and then heartbreak. It just pierces the heart, but we need to just hit China now. Increases the host's desire to commit suicide. Wow, all right. Well, let's actually devolve this and lower its lethality a little bit. I want to get China before we worry about it, and then we can just end the world. But China is fighting, man. There it is, all right. Goodbye, goodbye. That's a heartbreak and that, and then the world should just fall apart. There's nothing they can do. They're just gonna be too busy dying from a slow spear being formed in their heart, or they kill themselves. Here, boom, impalement. They are just fully done. Yeah, Demon's easy. Demon's a lot of fun, but it's an easy one, that's for damn sure. And the world falls apart. Pain is a blade that cuts deep in the soul. Not only do they scream out in agony, but also in despair. They will cry for ages, wishing it for it to end. That is the only wish they will be granted. And so, we win. Check out the demon one if you want to check it out yourself. There's some interesting combos that seem to be able to happen in there. But I gotta wrap this episode up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying. If you are, let me know in the comment section below by hitting the like button. Your support means the world to me. And as always, I'll see all of you next time. Bye-bye.
Hello, I'm a demon. I'm a demon, and my name is Hella. I'm a demon. I'm a demon, and my name is Hella. I'm a demon. I'm a demon, and my name is Hella. I'm a demon. I'm a demon, and my name is Dean, and I'm a demon. I'm a demon.